What up, YouTube? We're out here. Told you I'd be out here working on the car. Got the old motorcycle out. Had a couple nice days around here. But this is where I'm at. I'm just getting this thing hooked up and mocked up. I don't know why, but this slot here will not go to that head bolt. It would be lovely if it did. So that's kind of retarded. That ain't very proper. That's kind of stupid. So I had to do some backyard engineering, and just this was for my alternator, but it's on there nonetheless. I got Moroso Mandrel drive kit. Didn't want to have to break down and buy that, but I did. So we're getting the front of this motor done. It had a mechanical pump on it, so now it's got an electric pump. We're adding the vacuum pump, and we got the mini alternator. I'm gonna go ahead and trying to line that alternator up. I got these nice and lined up right where I want them. I still got to cut the keyway for that and everything and get that going on. Kid's supposed to come over here. I want to pull the front end back off this car to do this, but if you don't get here by the time I'm done, then I guess I don't have to take the front end off and I can just mount it permanently. But I was going to take all this out of my way so I could just sit here and mess with this. But it's all good. I'm still waiting on the carburetor. Getting rid of that little carburetor. Yeah, that's where we're at. I'm going to work on getting this alternator mocked up and see if we can't make something happen. Alright, so I got that alternator mounted up. I had to use like a rigged up bracket piece here because it's a mini alternator, but it'll work. It'll do what it needs to do. I got it all lined up. It all looks pretty good. Now I just got to plumb that side. Get that plumbed. I'm going to head to the parts store and see if I can get some belts right now. And then I got to figure out how I want to do the valve covers. If I'm going to just come through that breather hole, 90 it, and come over here. Or if I'm going to just come off the front of that one and go right to that. Not sure yet. That's where we're at on that. Well, I did all that, and I had the pump over here, and I had the alternator over here, and I had everything all good to go. And then I went to try to figure out what radiator hoses I needed, and that pump was right in the way of that lower. So I don't know, I spent a couple hours, but all I had to do was flip the sides. I mean, didn't really make anything hectic, but that's pretty much what I got there. The alternator's good, alternator's perfect. I gotta get a piece of metal that'll go from here to here instead of having this, because this is really no good here. This gizmo, it's adjustable, but it's got Heim joints, so it allows it to wiggle a little bit. So I want to put a piece of flat. I'll maybe put 2 bolts here, one up there in the head, and then I'm going to come off of here with a 45 and then just come up here to a 90. So we put that in the valve cover. I just decided to do it that way. It is what it is. Coming along though. Told you guys I'd be back out here eventually working on the Mustang. I had to get this guy to come over here to give me a hand. But yep, that's where we're at for today. That's where I'm stopping. I pretty much got this all set. So I think I need a little bit shorter of a belt for that side. I'm still waiting on the carburetor. That's pretty much all we need. I got to get the wiring done. Need to get the nitrous kit on here so I can wire that all up. I don't know I don't know if the micro switch is going to be the same. It probably going to be the same. I'm not sure. Other than that, I kind of want to move this and put it in the head so I can take the temperature out of the head instead of up there, because I want to plumb that one to the back and plumb that one to the back. But that'll all be last, doing little stuff like that. But all that's all new. Fan, shroud, radiator, electric pump. So yep, that's where we're at. Like and subscribe and keep watching. We'll have this thing running probably in about a week.